Corruption all around, and you know that is the name of the game when it comes to Gundam, and that is what always made Gundam great. It's just the little political moves, the little corruption moves, the little moves that people make for themselves, no matter who they screw over, is always the best part of this series, man. What's up, everyone? It's your boy Infrar-Ed. Welcome to the Scott Reports. Today I have an anime review of Mobile Suit Gundam Blooded Orphans Season 2, Episode 2. My boy Farid has finally entered the fray at the desk of Gjallarhorn, still going by the monkier of Montag, as he straight up hits up Orga like, hey, you know those Dawn Horizon pirates? I want to help you take them out. And we know he's doing that to help elevate himself with the 7 stars. But just the fact that he's offering to help Tekkadan do this, that instills my hope that we are going to get some grim gird greatness, as this is clearly just a power play for him to, again, elevate himself with Gjallarhorn, take out the 7 stars. But you know what, it might still be a little bit of honor in Farid as well, that he may not screw over Tekkadan directly, but I do feel that if he needs to, he will turn his blade to them. And I cannot wait till we get to the inevitable battle between Mikazuki and Farid. Oh my god, I'm just getting chills just thinking about that. Honestly, the only bad thing I can say about this episode is that a scumbag with the Hitler mustache is still around. You know, he is basically the lackey of Farid. So he goes and he reports to Orga that Farid wanted to, or Montag wanted to actually have an alliance with him as the two talk. And Orga's naturally cautious of this guy because he doesn't trust anybody. He only trusts his brother over there in the turbines. So he only trusts Naze. So for Montag to come to him and make this declaration, Orga's kind of like, what's your game here? What are you trying to do? But at the same time, we know Orga's new motto now is to get to happiness, to get the happiness of everybody with the shortest route possible. And he sees that teaming up with Montag, aka Farid McGillis, will be the best and shortest route for him to take by forming this alliance. And he still has his fillers out there as well. He's like, look, I got somebody that's going out there, you know, the guy with the braids from Gjallarhorn, he got him out there. He's basically gonna send him in, do some intel. He says he also has a little bit of knowledge of how these pirates work, as we get to see a little bit of Dawn Horizon as well, and their creed is basically to defeat, rob, and pillage, as they definitely want that run back that they got from Tekkadan in this episode. And also the second biggest thing, that kid, I don't think that we went through his name yet, but with the white hair, we get some backstory on him as well. But he learned firsthand why Mikazuki is called the devil of Tekkadan. He learned on 2 occasions this episode. First and foremost, he learns that Mikazuki is nobody to be messed with, as he came into the field and easily took out 3 of those mobile suits without a problem. But secondly, is this dude actually tried to put his hands on Atra. Like, what the hell, bro? You do not put your hands on a woman. You don't raise your hand at a woman. I mean, he basically wants to have the AV system instilled in himself, and it's a little bit of animosity of why he wants to do that. And when he was refused, you know, he got a little hotter than a collar, and Atra's like, look, you don't want to do that. That's dangerous. He raises his hand. Mikazuki comes in, grabs his dude's arm, like, what are you doing? And his face is just stone cold. You know, he has no emotions when he does his things, as he's squeezing his arm all the way till he kneels, and everybody's just like, relax, Mikazuki, you're gonna break his arm, let him go. Like, teach that punk some manners. You don't touch no woman, boy. Need to take you out back, make you go get a switch. Go do something like that. That was just out of hand. Now with this mercenary group, or this pirate group on their heels, the first thing that Orga wants to do is make sure that Cordelia's safe. So he's gonna get her back to the farm, make sure she's safe, and also take the fight right to these guys. As he says, we're gonna have to face them anyway. We might as well face them head on, which again is another reason why, even though he was reluctant, he decided to accept the help from Montag to take these guys out. So these new characters that's coming along, that's from the Earth Corps, and just like I said at the top of the video, corruption is everywhere. There's still room for development with these guys, and even the higher ups on Earth, they don't even want to get involved with Tekkadan and what they're doing with the pirates. They want them to just basically get hung out to dry. So it's always that inner corruption there that makes you wonder, why are these guys even affiliated with Tekkadan? And I feel they're just basically using them for dogs of war like everybody else. But anyway, The new characters, I mean, first and foremost, again, we have this dude with the white hair. If they said his name, I'm sorry, or the blonde hair. If they said his name, I apologize, I just didn't catch it. There's room for development for him as we get a lot of backstory on him as far as his animosity that he has towards Mikazuki, because he grew up in the slums just like the rest of them did, and he had a certain person that he looked up to, and that person that he looked up to, his name was Bulith, and they came from the same slums, and he was kind of like the older brother, kind of like the mentor figure for the kids that was there, as he was the one that was going out trying to make a way for them. In order to make life better, he decided to actually go and have, or attempt to have, the AV surgery put on himself so he could be a soldier. However, he failed and he came back paralyzed, but he was there at the same time as Mikazuki was. And remember, Mikazuki took the surgery 3 times, and it was successful all 3 times. So Bulith came back paralyzed. He couldn't provide for the other kids that was under him, and he got depressed about it, and he kind of wondered, like, this little scrawny kid took this surgery 3 times, and I couldn't do it once. I came back a broken shell of a man. He got so depressed about that he actually killed himself, and that leads to the animosity that this blonde character has against Mikazuki, because he kind of figures what makes him so special that my big brother Bulith, or my mentor Bulith, couldn't do it. I'm gonna go have this surgery. I want to have this surgery so I can be better than him, so I can prove and come back in a better light to the people that I took this for, that I can be better than a person that Bulith couldn't be better than. We also got a little bit of characterization for the character Dante with the red hair. After his first battle, he's feeling himself. He want to tag up his mobile suit and everything. And you know, the rest of the people are like, you're feeling yourself a little bit too much, bro. This was the first battle. We get off easy because Mikazuki came on the field. The rest of the battles aren't going to be this well. But also, most importantly, was his character by the name of Aston, who is more like the rest of the orphans than anybody has. He came from the slums too. He's battle hardened. He has scars on his face. He used to eat garbage, and for him to be in his orphanage to have a good meal, it shows that Tekkenon's working. It's like these kids are the perfect people to show people like him that there is a life, and we get to see that being proven with Takaki basically saying that we used to be just like you. I can trust that you will believe in us, that things will be better. So with that being said, there is corruption again. This was such a masterful episode because we got to see all the chess pieces moving, as Gjallarhorn rightfully doesn't trust Farid. They want to take him out. And we see the new masked figure for the first time, who, if you don't believe that as Galeo at this point, I don't know what to tell you, as they even say that because of this person, we have gotten more intel on what Farid is doing, as he is finally introduced. And he's going to go into the field as well. Man, I cannot wait. I mean, we possibly are going to get a 3-way clash between Farid, Galeo, as well as Mikazuki, and shit's going to hit the fan. I cannot wait for it to hit the fan. But there was also a couple more things to chew on this episode. Like, for example, you remember that harem between Cordelia, Atra, and Mikazuki? It looks like that's becoming more and more real. And we all know Atra's down with it, as Mikazuki got a little bit of a alone time with Cordelia this episode, as they finally are reunited after a few months. With a little bit of urging of the mechanic. He's like, get in there, go talk to her. You know, Mizuki doesn't know what's going on. He's like, yeah, whatever. He's not even pleased with Barbados being called Barbados Lupus now, but he's like, if my mama called it Barbados, I'm gonna call it Barbados. I don't know why the Turbines decided to give it the name Lupus anyway. But back to the subject, Atra actually made 3 of those bracelets, and they're matching. One for her, one for Mikazuki, and one for Cordelia, because she wants that harem, baby. And hey, if that happens with Mikazuki, I guess it could happen to a better guy. I mean, I know he's a deadpan, but he's definitely winning. The high point of the episode was, again, to see Farid making his move. I mean, even as Montag, he's sending people in from Gjallarhorn. Like, I'm going to send my boy Izaruki out there to help you guys. So it looks like we are at least going to get that team up in the next episode. So I cannot wait for that, to see how this is all going to go and take the fight to this Dawn Horizon group. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Definitely let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and drop it a like. And if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as there's not a shortage of content for you to indulge on this channel. And like I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that, so thanks for stopping by. Man, Gundam just got me so hyped that I don't even want to leave, but I pretty much went through the entire episode. No, I cannot wait for next week. So on that note, it's your boy Infrar-Ed signing out. See you soon.